Hi again, everybody. My name is Greg Anderson, and this is the Good Timekeeping Show with Greg Anderson. And today it's about this watch here. This is a Fire Package watch version for the year 2024 of the GW2310. And I wanted to put a bracelet on this instead of the original watch band. So I obtained this bracelet, but there was a problem with this bracelet. The ends of this bracelet are not the same as what I'm used to. In the past, I was able to take a watch like this is a G-Shock Square, and put a genuine Casio bracelet on it. And when I removed the original watch band, it had these kinds of things on the end of it, right? And that fits deep into there between the lugs, right? So it turns out the end of the bracelet is shaped just like that. And so I was able to manage to get that in and very easily make it fit. Well, I should say it's kind of tricky sometimes to get the spring bar in there and put it all together, but it fits easily once you can do that, because this end piece here from the original is a match to the end piece there as far as where it fits together, right? But then here, this is the bracelet is actually designed to go with these GW2310 watches, but it was only designed to go with watches that already came with a bracelet if you wanted to replace that. So the end of this bracelet is it's shaped differently. See, it's got kind of a just a flat, thin piece of metal there, and it's designed to go with this right here, another end piece. So this end piece is what actually goes there deep into the watch, okay? And then this kind of fits over the top of it. And the problem was that when I bought this bracelet, I didn't know that these end pieces were necessary. So I bought this, got it, and said, oh no, it won't work. And I bought this from Pack Parts, and Pack Parts said that this piece here was discontinued and I couldn't get it. So I was about to give up, and then I found American Perfit actually had this piece. Now what it didn't have was the spring bars that go inside, but these are fairly easy to get, and I happen to have some spare spring bars lying around. So this comes without spring bars, but you need two spring bars, to make it fit together. And I think one of these is 22 millimeters, one is 24, I think. I just had some extra spring bars lying around. I didn't measure them. I just kind of tried them out. So here's what I'm going to do. I was going to just send this back, but now that I found these two pieces, they're the same. One goes on the top, one goes on the bottom of the watch here. Okay, 12 o'clock position, 6 o'clock position. So what I'm going to try to do is put these end pieces in place, and then use this bracelet, okay? But what I can tell you is, if you want to do what I did, just be warned. You may find this bracelet at more than one source, maybe through eBay or Pack Parts, or there's a source in the UK I found. But these pieces that are necessary will be harder to find, okay? And I suppose if you had these pieces and you just didn't have extra spring bars lying around like I did, you could probably pick some of these up, maybe even go to your local jeweler at, some jeweler at the mall kind of thing, and ask them if they can sell you a couple of spring bars for cheap. So anyway, I'm going to proceed and see how this goes. Okay, first thing I need to do is get my spring bar tool down here and remove the original watch band by dealing with these spring bars that are down here. Okay, not too difficult. Just comes off just like that. I'm going to have to reuse these spring bars for this new piece because it didn't come with any. Okay, I'll do the other side. Not too tricky, just kind of tricky to do it while I'm showing it to the camera. And you don't want to do too much in here. These things are made of plastic, and the ends of the spring bar tool are sharp metal. So you don't want to have to be gouging in there a whole lot and maybe do damage there. And did you notice this spring bar here just kind of popped out and flew away? So make sure you're working in an area where if something like this pops out and flies away a foot or two away from you, you're not going to lose it. So anyway, I'm going to set aside the original watch band. Now I'm going to take one of these end pieces and put the spring bar in there, and then put this in place here on the watch. I might have to do this off camera just so I get a better angle on what I'm looking at. Okay, so far so good. I was able to get those spring bars in there, and I think they're pretty tight there on both sides. And so now this is what I'm left with, these two end pieces, and looks like they're pretty solid there. Not going to just come flying off on their own. So what I see here, these are they're kind of hard rubber. They feel a little bit like plastic, just kind of a hard plastic. But they are a little bit pliable, okay? So then there's a shorter spring bar that goes through here and a longer spring bar that then goes through here. And then you fit this over the top of those spring bars. Let's see if I can do this somewhat, somewhat camera friendly to show you how this is done. So you see how these holes need to line up with these spring bars. Line up one side and then compress them down to line up with the other. And then that should work. Let me work on that, maybe off camera so I get a better angle on what I see. Okay, almost have it. I think the one side is lined up. If I just kind of wiggle this a little bit, and now they're both lined up. So you can see the ends of the spring bar pins there coming through on this side. They already come through on that side. So now this is there. I'm going to peel the protective coating off of here, work on the other side, and then I'm going to try it on. And then I'm going to go, I've got some little spring bars here if I need to remove a link or two to make it fit me. But so far so good. Now comes the time to line up this side. And yeah, I'm almost there, folks. The hardest part is almost done. Okay, and there I am, genuine Casio bracelet here on a GW2310. Let's see if this fits me or if I need to make some adjustments on this. So far so good. Oh, that's almost a perfect fit right there. I've got some micro adjustments. I can tighten that up just a little bit. Yeah, I think I want it just a little tighter than that. Here we go. And I'm just going to take this spring bar tool and just slide this over one notch on the micro adjustments. Okay, I'm going to peel off some more of this protective plastic too, because I think we're on the home stretch here, folks. Okay, still, I might go a little tighter on that. I don't know. There's some controversy about how tight a bracelet should be. Should it have a lot of wiggle like this or not? But anyway, yeah. So if you have a very large wrist, if you have one larger than that, then this, what came to me would probably need another link, and you can order more links. Apparently those aren't discontinued, but just be warned. If you have a larger than 7.5-inch wrist, you might want to, if you decide to go through this entire process that I did, make sure you get another link for that. But otherwise, that's what I wanted. So I've got two different bracelet options here. So this one was from the Long Island watch store, and yeah, so this was $25 for this whole kit that turned this into a watch with a bracelet. And this is the genuine Casio parts, except for those two spring bars that I added to each side. And there you go. So once again, here is what it looks like. Genuine Casio bracelet that cost me, over $100, especially when I had to add those end pieces to it and shipping. So I'm up like 120, maybe a little bit more for this guy. But that's what I did to transform my new Fire Package watch from this original watch band to this bracelet, okay? Versus this is how it looks with the $25 kit that I put on this fraternal twin watch there, and you can see how that looks, and maybe I could tighten that up a little bit too. So anyway, two bracelet options, one costing $100 less than this one, but I like them both. I like this because it's kind of big and beefy, and it kind of matches all the angular design of this watch. And I like this one just because, genuine Casio. I've got a good feeling about that. This one is a little bit lighter. This one a little bit heavier, but I think they're both a pretty good match. And maybe I'll stop trying to do this again. Slow down a little bit. But I do have a couple more watches that I could do this to that are the 2300 series watches. Just to let you know, the reason this bracelet exists, the reason those end pieces exist, is that for a little while, some years ago, Casio was offering variations of this watch, most of them with negative displays that happen to come with a bracelet. That's why spare parts are available for this, although, like I said, you're going to need the end pieces to go with it. And for all I know, I was able to order them from American Perfect. You might be able to order them too if you want to try this exact same thing, or maybe for all I know, they could run out of them, and the whole thing, those pieces apparently are discontinued according to Pack Parts. So maybe there's a little bit of inventory in certain places, but when that runs out, maybe that's it. I don't know. Or if you search around eBay, you might find one of the original older watches, 2310BD or 2310BC models that might already have bracelets on them. But, they wouldn't be in brand new condition. So anyway, this is all stuff you can consider. But I just thought I would show it to you because I do have a thing for bracelets on G-Shocks. I kind of like the way they feel and look. But I also will go with the, standard resin as well. So, just another option for you to think about. And I hope I was helpful to you in case you were thinking about it, and especially in case you found an ad for this bracelet and you didn't realize you still need other pieces to make this bracelet work. Now you know. And I do have more episodes coming up. So I hope you'll join me again for more episodes of the Good Timekeeping Show.